If you want to look like this, your destination should be Alo or Lululemon, not Crumbl cookies. This month's food become next month's figure. Your results don't come from luck. They come from what's on your plate. If your mom doesn't look like Bella Hadid's mom, you cannot expect to have Bella Hadid's body. I feel hella confident. I want you to walk into any room and feel like a queen, because you are. You don't own skinny. You're just borrowing it as long as you stay consistent. Everyone thinks that being skinny or succeeding at dieting is a one-time thing. Like, boom, you lose weight and you're done. But it's not like that. It's a lifestyle. Skinny isn't permanent. You've got to pay your dues to keep it. Lesson number 1. Being skinny is rented, not owned. What happens when you rent a house? You gotta pay your daily dues, right? Same with your body. Once you reach your goal, once you have the skinny body, you still have to work to keep it. You've got to show up every single day. If you stop paying those daily dues, you're getting kicked out. You're gonna go back to your not looking good body again. So let me tell you what those daily dues look like. First, say no to parties that are all about drinking. You're not missing out, you're staying in control. Number 2, stick to a constant sleep schedule. Early to bed, early to rise, better cravings, better discipline. Number 3, train your body 4 to 5 times a week. No excuses. Gym, home workout, cardio, just move. Number 4, stay away from processed food. If it's in a shiny wrapper, it's not helping you. Number 5, snacking, keep it clean or skip it. If you're bored, drink warm water. Don't go reaching for snacks like it's your job. Number 6, prioritize clean whole foods. Your body reflects what you eat. Fuel it right. Number 7, move every single day. Walk, stretch, dance, just do something. Stillness is the worst enemy of progress. You can't be like, oh, I finally made it, let's celebrate, and go off eating a whole pizza, fries, ice cream, and drinking all night. If your job is being a mukbang YouTuber eating over 3,000 calories a day, like, I don't even care. But if your goal is to lose weight, girl, I'm not even kidding. First of all, why? Second of all, why? That's not how you celebrate. That's not how skinny people celebrate. Like, bestie, if you want to look like this, your destination should be Alo or Lululemon, not Crumbl cookies. You cannot expect to look like this if you run to Crumbl cookies every single time you want to celebrate and call it a cheat day. Why are you celebrating with food? Didn't you work for like months to get that fat out of your body? Didn't you push yourself every single day to lose it? So what's up with the consistency, girl? If you want to celebrate, just go buy a cute bikini or a new gym outfit that keeps you motivated to stay in shape. Reward yourself in a way that lifts you up, not drags you back. If you really want to celebrate with food, choose smarter. Go for fresh food, veggies, something organic. Don't reach for pizza, cookies, ice cream, cake, soda. Ew! That's not a celebration. That's a trap with extra calories. I promise you, you will gain it back faster than you lost it. That's the truth. It's not a one-shot success. If you don't keep doing what got you there, you won't stay there. The problem is most people only focus on how to get skinny. They never actually think about how to stay skinny. That's why so many people fail at dieting. They make these unrealistic plans they cannot even stick to, and once they hit their goal, they stop. They ditch the meal plan, they stop working out, and of course the weight comes right back. Your body is the most honest reflection of your habits. What you ate this month will show up next month. This month's food become next month's figure. Your results don't come from luck. They come from what's on your plate. So keep this in mind. Your body is a mirror of your habits, not your wishes. That's why it's so important to build a plan that you can actually stick to. Your mindset needs to shift. Your lifestyle needs to evolve. Because if they don't, that skinny body you worked so hard for won't stick around. It'll disappear before you know. You guys are probably like, damn, this bitch is talking tough today. I know, but I only say it because I care about you. I seriously love you guys so freaking much. I genuinely, truly want my girls to succeed at losing weight and feeling confident in their own bodies. Do you know how insecure I used to be? I wouldn't go out because I was ashamed of my body. I didn't want anyone to see how big I was, so I just stayed at home. I was literally afraid to walk past a group of boys because every time I did, I'd hear them snickering, and some of them even actually said things like, "Wow, look at that pig." In Korea, people use the word pig to describe someone overweight. It hurts. But now, every time I go out, every time I step into a room, every time I meet someone, I feel hella confident. And people can see it. People have been saying this to me a lot lately. Like, you look so confident. You look amazing. I want to look like you. And you know what? I feel so confident in my body. And I'm so grateful for that. And I want you to feel the same way I do. Not just physically, but emotionally, mentally. I want you to walk into any room and feel like a queen. Because you are. I've been getting more comments saying how helpful my videos are. And honestly, while reading them, I almost cried. Because there's someone out there who's actually being influenced by me. I can really help people with what I know. You might think it's just a few people. But for me, that's a lot. In real life, even 10 people is a big number. And I'm so lucky to be able to help them. So from now on, I'm gonna be even more honest. I'll keep doing my best to share everything I've learned to help you guys. So stay tuned. I'm not going anywhere. I've got girls to protect. Okay, we get it now, how it works. Now what? Now we're gonna make a real plan. One you can actually stick to. One you can follow every single day. No more crazy crash diets. No more fake motivation. Just a real plan for real results. You know what? Motivation comes and goes. You also gotta learn how to keep yourself motivated or how to keep going without demotivation. Learning that stuff is also part of dieting. Not every what I eat in a day is for you. It's not your meal plan. Your body is not her body. First of all, stop following every what I eat in a day video that randomly pops up on your FYP. It's totally okay to get inspired by them, but don't follow every step exactly. Before you copy someone's routine, ask yourself, do they even have your dream body? Check their current body first. You also need to learn what kind of food is actually works for your body. So here's how to do it the smart way. First, you go on Instagram page or TikTok and find someone who actually has your dream body. Once you find them, run through this checklist: gender, genetics, height, and age differences. First, gender. If you're a woman, follow woman. If you're a man, follow men. Ladies, stop copying fitness bros. You're not built like them. We have different body systems and hormone balances. So following a guy's routine when you're a girl won't work well. Men generally have more muscle mass and a faster metabolism, so they can often eat more while still losing weight. Women's bodies are more hormonally sensitive, especially around their menstrual cycle, and tend to store fat differently. Women's calorie needs are generally lower, and intense training or cutting too many calories can affect hormone balance. Following a male fitness influencer's meal or workout routine as a woman could lead to frustration or even burnout. So follow people who share your gender. Number 2, are they naturally skinny? If someone is naturally skinny and doesn't gain weight easily, they might eat a lot and still stay thin. But if you are not naturally skinny and you follow their routine, you could gain weight instead. So always check, are they naturally skinny or did they go through their own weight loss journey? I always make sure, was this person born skinny? Do they actually know how this stuff works? Have they been through weight loss themselves? I don't go like, oh my gosh, she's so skinny, I'm gonna follow everything she eats because I wanna look like her. No, like, give me the girl who actually knows how to lose weight, who actually figured it out, not the one with a naturally skinny mom who just always been thin. Guys, genetics play a big role in how your body responds to dieting or working out. Like, if your mom doesn't look like Bella Hadid's mom, you can't expect to have Bella Hadid's body. And it's totally okay. Everyone's body is built differently. Your bone structure, how you store fat, how fast you burn calories, that's all heavily influenced by genetics. So if your mom isn't naturally skinny and you're out here trying to force your body to look like a runway model, you could actually end up hurting yourself, honey. Seriously. Here's what people don't talk about enough. Naturally skinny people often have slower metabolisms because their bodies are just wired to stay small. They can eat a lot and not gain weight, but that doesn't mean their routine will work for you. If you're not naturally built like that and trying to copy them, you could end up losing muscles, messing with your hormones, or feeling completely burned out. You don't need to look like Bella Hadid. You just need to look the best version of you. Healthy, strong, and confidence. That's the goal. Next, height. How tall is this person? Their body proportions might not match yours. If you're tall, you're more likely to lose weight more easily. And you tend to look more like a model compared to someone who's very short. For people who are really short, even if they get like super lean, like a runway model, they can sometimes end up looking more like a child than an adult. It's also usually harder for shorter people to lose weight compared to taller people. This is because they generally have more lean body mass, muscle, bone, organ mass. So yes, in many cases, it's easier for tall people to lose weight. If you're shorter, you usually have to eat less to lose weight because your body burns fewer calories. There's less room for mistakes. So dieting can feel harder even if you're like super disciplined. Same weight, different look. Taller people carry weight across more height, so they can look slim even if they weigh more. But for shorter people, even if a small weight change shows up fast, it's way more noticeable. Looking like a model. Yes, height is a traditional beauty standard in modeling, especially high fashion. So tall plus slim tends to match that image. But shorter people can still look incredibly fit and fashionable. It's just a different aesthetic. Ariana Grande, Sabrina, Jennie from Blackpink, Kim Kardashian, Blair Waldorf is shorter than Serena van der Woodsen. But that doesn't make her any less beautiful. I've always thought Blair was more beautiful. I've always been a Blair girly. If you're inspired by Victoria's Secret models, but you're like around 150 centimeters and you've lost a lot of weight, you probably still won't look like them. And that's okay. Instead of chasing a body type that doesn't match your frame, focusing on finding what kind of figure looks best on your height and body. Everyone's ideal shape looks different depending on their proportions, and your version of model might even look better on you. You know, I always talk about Bella Hadid. I always use her as an example because I genuinely think her body is amazing, and yeah, I want to look like her, but I also know our bodies are different. She's way taller than me, so I get that I will never ever exactly look like her. I'm not trying to become a tall, skinny runway model. That's just not realistic for my body type. What I'm trying to do is capture the vibe. You know, when you look at Bella Hadid, her proportions, her energy, her balance, it all looks clean, healthy, gorgeous. That's what I'm going for. I want that vibe she gives off, not a carbon copy of her body, but I can work towards being the best version of me with the same kind of energy. Being self-aware is honestly such an important skill to learn. At first, I really thought that if I lost enough weight, I would exactly look like her. But turns out I didn't, and I had to admit to myself, we are different. We have different styles, different body types, different heights. So now I'm trying to find a body figure that actually looks good on my height. But I'm learning to work with what I've got and make my version of beauty. Age differences. A teenager's body and a middle-aged woman's body are totally different. If you're a young student, you probably can follow a middle-aged woman's diet and expect the same results. Teenagers are still growing and have faster metabolisms, higher energy needs, and different hormone levels. Middle-aged women, especially post 30s or 40s, experience slower metabolisms, muscle loss, and hormonal changes, which can make fat loss more difficult and influence how they respond to fat, carbs, and exercise. If you're young students trying to follow a middle-aged woman's strict diet, you might end up not eating enough or missing important nutrients. And if a middle-aged woman follows a teen's high-calorie clean bulk plan, she might just end up gaining fat instead. Next, don't make plans that you can't stick with. I had a friend who lost weight like really quickly. I bet she lost like over 22 pounds just in 2 months. Every week I saw her, she looked slimmer, skinnier, and honestly, she looked quite amazing. So I was like, whoa, how did she do that? But after summer vacation, she gained it all back. And during the semester, she actually even got bigger than before. Why? Because the way she lost the weight wasn't healthy at all. She literally told me she barely ate anything. She was even scared of drinking water. Like, she really thought that it would make her gain weight. That's how she lost over 22 pounds so fast. But the second she started eating again, the weight came all back just as fast. Why? Because the plan was unrealistic. Her body was starving. It was never sustainable. As I always say, being skinny is a lifestyle. You have to actually live that lifestyle if you want to stay skinny. Don't just focus on losing weight. Focus on how to keep it off. If you're eating solid, healthy meals 3 times a day while losing weight, and then suddenly start saying, now that I've reached my dream body, let me have some pizza, some alcohol, some ice cream. Guess what's gonna happen? You're going to gain it all back fast. The goal isn't just to get skinny. The goal is to stay that way without destroying your body in the process. It's getting hot in here. Next. Don't focus on calories, focus on nutrition. Calories matter, but nutrition matters more. Fuel your body, don't just fill it. Saying no to food you love is hard. It takes a lot of effort, but now I'm finally able to control myself. I say no to food that doesn't fuel my body. How? I stopped focusing on dieting. I started focusing on my health. 2 months ago, I moved to a new place. And with all the stress and changes, I just couldn't really take care of myself properly. So I started eating whatever was fast and convenient, like delivery food, junk food, processed food, sweets. I literally ate the whole ice cream cake all by myself. And you know what happened to my body? I gained weight immediately. My face got swollen, my hands, my whole body felt puffy. I'd wake up in the morning feeling greasy and gross. I was moody, negative, unmotivated all day. My skin started breaking out like crazy and red spots appeared all over my body and it was fucking crazy. I was honestly shocked, so I quit. Cold turkey. No more processed food, no more sugar. I cut it all out. I started eating clean again. I went back to the gym, and guess what? My skin started glowing, and those red spots all disappeared. Even the constant itching on my belly and my legs, it's gone now. Since then, I've become super picky about what I put in my body. I mean, I was already a picky eater, but now I'm even pickier. I don't check calories anymore. I always check the nutrition. When I go to the grocery store and pick up a product, I immediately flip it over to check the nutrition label. Because now I care about my health. That's why it's so much easier to say no to junk food. Not jungkook, junk food. Processed food and sugar I see them as toxic. Those bitches gave me red spots and constant itchiness. Now I'm honestly scared to put that shit in my body because who knows what's next after red spots and itching? Rashes? Inflammation? No, I'm good. When I look at instant food or sweets, I literally think trash, toxic, not going into my body. But you know what? That was my wake-up call. I was like, why is this thing happening to me? Why am I gaining weight after that hard work? Why is my skin breaking out like this? But looking back, I ended up learning from my mistake. Now I know better, and I don't make the same mistake twice. It taught me a real lesson, and honestly, I'm so grateful for that. Because without that experience, I would probably be still craving some sugar stuff and wondering why I feel like crap. Next, rich people eat clean. Did you know successful people usually eat organic foods and super clean meals? They're super picky eaters, and they're like that for a reason. It's not just because they're super rich or have a we got a private chef vibe. It's because what you put into your body affects your energy, your brain, your mood, everything. They eat clean, high quality food so they can be productive. They've got things to do, you know? Business to run, big goals to chase. They're not gonna put junk like pizza or fries into their body because they know it messes with your focus, mindset, everything. These people, they're not just rich, they're smart. They understand how food works with the body. They eat clean for a reason. Your body wastes a ton of energy just trying to process that junk food. They don't eat organic because it tastes good. I mean, it probably does when your personal chef cooks it, but the focus is on nutrition, ingredients, and performance, not just taste. You guys are obsessed with what skinny people eat, but maybe it's time to start to caring about what successful people eat. So I did some research for you. Mark Zuckerberg, the CEO of Facebook, he said he avoids sugar and processed junk to stay mentally sharp because he knows it messes with his brain. Evan Spiegel, sounds like a German name, the CEO of Snapchat, lives that minimalist, clean lifestyle. He's married to Miranda Kerr. Ooh, lucky guy. AKA Queen of Organic, Healthy Living. Their meals? Clean, organic, whole foods. They're not eating junk on the couch. Success needs focus, not sugar crashes. Tony Robbins starts his day with fish and vegetables. He follows a clean, high-protein, low-sugar diet to keep his energy steady throughout the day. Steve Jobs, when he was alive, followed a fruitarian diet for a while, very focused on minimal, whole, plant-based food. Oprah Winfrey loves eating steel-cut oatmeal with fruit. She focuses on portion control, whole foods, and nutrient-dense meal. Every successful person I found is clean and takes care of their body. They might not all be model skinny, but you can tell they're fit, healthy, high-functioning. You are what you eat. If you feel tired, unmotivated, bloated all the time, ask yourself what kind of food are you building your body with? If you want to succeed in your own era, if you want to glow up and show up, eat clean. Fuel your brain, level up your energy, and you will start thinking clear, moving faster, and feeling better. Clean food, clear mind, better life. Guys, don't just avoid sugar. Understand why it's harmful. It's not I can't have this. It's I won't have this because I take care of myself. When I started having skin problems from eating sugar and processed food, like I mentioned before, that's when I truly realized how bad and harmful those things are. That's why I recommend you to take a minute to look it up, educate yourself, go online and read about what sugar and processed food do to your body. Once you really understand it, you won't crave those foods the same way anymore, or at least not as much, because every time you see junk food, not Jungkook, junk food, or think about eating it, that article will pop into your head and it'll freak you out a little. That's how it worked for me. Knowledge killed the craving. Guys, it was a long video today. I truly hope you got some value from it, and I really appreciate that you staying until the very end. I'll be back soon with another great episode. Also, I'm on Instagram and TikTok too, so go check those out if you haven't already. Love you guys. Tschüss, tschüss.